So Nikki, do you know which camera is 10 years old today? No. Here's a fun fact for you. The alexamini is 10 years old today. That's right, Arri announced the camera that broke the mold in February 2015. I was right there at the BVE show in London when Arri showed the prototype alexamini for the first time. I remember vividly the excitement in the air. The Arri stand was packed. Everyone wanted to get their hands on the new carbon fiber cube that Arri engineers had meticulously managed to create. It wasn't clear back then, but looking back at the alexamini launch, it was a major pivotal moment, not just for Arri, but for all digital cinema camera manufacturers. Cameras went from block-sized behemoths that weighed a ton to a more boxy cube-shaped size that was a lot lighter and more manageable for gimbal stabilizers, cranes, vehicles, and handheld shooting. The alexamini was the first modern Arri camera that practically anyone could use in virtually any configuration. It unlocked a massive creative potential that was previously untapped. The original Alexa Classic was a true 0-to-1 pivotal moment back in 2010. It was a monumental achievement, and it represented quite the transformational time for the whole industry. It was a signal to everyone. Cinematic capture is going digital, and it was just as good as film, if not even better in most aspects. Don't get me wrong, I know it wasn't the first digital cinema camera, far from it, there were many others, but it was the first to become the de facto industry standard for high-end film production across the globe. Chances are, if you have a favorite film shot in the last 15 years, it was probably shot on an Alexa camera. 5 years went by in the blink of an eye, and cinematographers demanded smaller, lighter, and more compact cinema cameras that were just as capable as the Alexa Classic and the Alexa XT. During that era, indie camera makers such as Red emerged and started innovating and pushing the boundaries in their own way, with modular approach to camera making with their own box-shaped cameras such as the Epic Dragon. The alexamini was the next natural evolution of the cinema camera. It managed to fuse the Alexa image quality with its impressive dynamic range and color science into a form factor that was compact and light enough to be rigged into any configuration imaginable. It gave cinematographers a trustworthy Super 35 camera for 4K delivery, be it Netflix, television, blockbuster cinema, or festival indies. They can use this camera anywhere. Is there still a place for a Super 35 cinema camera in 2025? I think there is. Not only that, but I also think that Super 35 as a format is here to stay for a long time. High-end cinema productions will still rely on a workhorse camera system and a format that has been proven reliable, it's widely accessible, it's economically feasible, and most of all, it's deeply ingrained into our collective psyche through 100+ years of motion pictures. Shooting in Super 35 offers significant depth of field advantages. It is more forgiving for focus pullers, which is one of the most difficult and thankless jobs on set. Cinematographers have access to abundant lens options. Everything from vintage to modern glass, it all works. Also, up-and-coming cinematographers starting out on a budget can save a ton of money shooting in Super 35, as Super 35 glass, in general, is a lot more affordable. You can also explore tons of used Cine lenses in great condition. We sell plenty of those, and they are very popular for a reason. High-quality vintage glass is an investment for life. Today, the alexamini may have been relegated to the legacy section of the Arri website as it sadly discontinued, but it paved the way for the new Alexa 35 to rightfully take its place. And I think it's time for you out there, the artists capturing the motion pictures of tomorrow, to embrace filmmaking tradition and choose the classic Super 35 look.